Hello, you lovely viewers. Welcome back to Sunday Reset with Reema. Today, we are diving into a topic that's close to all of our hearts: how to lead a life that's both lavish and comfortable without emptying our wallets. We all want a lavish and comfortable life that is nothing to feel guilty about. In fact, it's something to embrace. As more individuals come to realize this, it only makes sense that ideas for creating a more comfortable life have started to take a center stage. But some may feel like, some of this advice are unrealistic for them, or, too devoid of any order or structure. However, with the right guidelines, I think, we can strike a perfect balance and create our more comfortable lives ever. So, grab your notepads and get ready to transform your lifestyle for the better. Sunday Reset with Reema, episode 27, Mastering the Art of Living Lavishly and Comfortably. I'm thrilled to share these 5 tips to live your most incredible life in a way that won't leave you broke or feeling fraudulent, but will inspire you and remind you that you deserve more because it's all possible. So let's get started. My first tip is to let go of the unnecessary burden and protect your peace. I truly think that the first step towards living a more comfortable life is to lighten up your load whenever you can, but you must also protect your peace. So you're not lightening your load on one side and then you're picking up new burdens on the other side. I'm not going to lie and say that life isn't difficult sometimes, but I also don't think we notice how many unnecessary burdens we carry on top of the ones that we actually have to carry. So from our work lives to home lives to social lives, if you're working 40 hours, 60 hours or even more hours per week, and you are also doing everything at home, so when you can maybe delegate the work, you can get a housekeeper, then please get it. So if you can get a cook for yourself, please get one. If you can get a driver, do that. Always look for easier ways to do things. Your life should not be about suffering. Normalize comfort in your life. Preserve yourself. You don't have to plan every function. You definitely don't need to be planning every date. Another training activity, that is more unique to people today is arguing with people on the internet. If you are a part of a particular online group or a club that you are passionate about discussing some particular topic, then internet is a beautiful place to exchange ideas. But here I'm referring to topics you don't even care about 5 minutes ago, and now here you are engaged in a breathless back and forth with a complete stranger. So you don't have to give your input or your energy to everything. If you are going to be putting in a big work or putting your mind or body through stress, I need you to be getting something from it. Put your body through stress in the gym to get those abs you want, or to get that toned body you want, or to beat your previous records. Put your mind through stress to get an A on an exam, or to crush a project at work, or to come up with and create a new company. Mind the business that pays you or is at least beneficial to you. So when you let go of unnecessary burdens, you get the benefit of stressing less, which of course make your life more comfortable, but it will also free you up that time to work on the most productive things that will make your life even better. So tip number 2 is to choose beauty, because it really is an active choice for more comfortable life. We should be aiming to fill our lives with beautiful things and beautiful experiences. While this isn't everything, but it will definitely boost your mindset and keep you in a happy, high vibration. Think about how you feel about, being somewhere crowded, dirty, noisy or chaotic, and then think about how you feel when you go somewhere when there's a little soft music playing. It's clean, well lit, maybe there's some little running water or a fountain of some sort, or some sort of a spa. So think about these two completely different situations or feelings you have when coming out from these two different situations. So what you absorb absolutely has an effect on you regardless of your income or preferences. So you can have and you can do something beautiful for yourself. You can shape, for example, your eyebrows, you can put on some lip gloss, you can put on a face mask, you can have a nice set of pajamas, or you are allowed to set up a candlelit table, add a little essential oils to your shower for that spa kind of fragrance, and take a daily walk through a nice neighborhood near you. So we put out what we take in, and if you take is in chaos and hardship, it's going to be difficult to put out positivity and beauty. So if you make an effort to make everything around you as beautiful as possible, you will internalize that, and that's what you will put out. My third tip is to prepare. I think this one is most overlooked part for a successful and comfortable life. It is all about planning and putting in the work to make a more comfortable life possible. A comfortable life is a smart life. Have structure for yourself. Have a morning routine, have a evening routine, have a schedule. We have touched on the importance of planner, but it's worth mentioning again. So what are you doing with your time? Ask, what can I do to set me up for where I want to be tomorrow? Literally, that can mean picking out your outfits the day before, so you are more put together and less frazzled the next day. It can mean working out now, so you are more comfortable in your own skin, so you are not battling double the health issues down the line, so that the next time you are on a vacation or having to take a picture, you feel good about yourself. It can mean saying no to smooth talking waste man right now, so that you are in a good place emotionally when the good man comes around. It can mean writing down your goals today, so that a year from now, instead of wondering where the year went, you have a written record of how far you have come. So you can look back and say, oh my gosh, remember when this was just a dream? Remember when this was just a goal? I have achieved it. A comfortable life always requires planning and preparation. So give that to yourself. The tip number 4 is to incorporate luxury. Treat yourself to things you actually want now. I know that it may sound obvious, but many times we let people tell us what luxury is, what treating ourselves should look like. For example, now I will personally absolutely drop a stack on some products, but if you don't care about things like luxury handbags and you would rather buy a tech gadgets, do that. If you don't like or don't want to wear makeup, or you're happy without it, then skip it and splurge on some skincare if that's more important to you. So if you don't care much about material things in general, while I would still suggest having you the basics, save up for that trip or activities and go make some memories you can hold on to forever instead. I would suggest a mix of all those above, but that's just me. Basically, it is not luxury to buy or do things that other people dictate to you that don't actually bring you any joy. Luxury is about treating yourself to different pleasant experiences, particularly experiences that are outside your day-to-day activities. So we come back to that luxury mindset. You have to be able to say, here's what I can do now. So how do I make it as lavish as possible? So treat yourself to the best you have access to. I'm going to tell you another one that kills me. Many people say me, oh, you always mention about having your nails done. Well, not everyone has a significant budget to do their nails every week. First of all, a whole acrylic set is not only the way to do your nails. We are born with natural nails. All it takes is a little nail polish. I have seen and had beautiful manicures on natural nails. Both versions are lovely, but it's so much easier to say I can't than to make a plan to make it happen. And if you really want to know the truth, I think that because many people are used to neglecting and treating themselves in subpar ways, they are that much more willing to accept subpar treatment from others, whether it's friends, family, or anyone else. That's why I am so happy to talk about these topics. As much as some people want to brush them off as shallow, I know it's about more than just the physical or the material aspect. So with each thing you do for yourself or give yourself, you are subconsciously telling and teaching yourself that that's what you deserve. So when you get used to getting the maximum for yourself, you are not going to sit around and accept someone for their minimum. And for my final tip, I want all of us to find a balance. We need to get to a place where just because we are talking about beautifying things and adding in luxury doesn't mean I'm saying you to go into debt. Just because I say appearance matter doesn't mean I'm saying appearance is everything. Balance is a key. So to be very clear, food and shelter are necessary. Therefore, working for the funds to provide those things are necessary. There are also phases and chapters in life that are just a little tough period. So there's no way around it, and I sincerely believe that a little toughness builds character, a little grit is good for you. So there is nothing glamorous about crumbling in front of any little challenge that presents itself because you don't have that mental fortitude to push through. So finding the balance is about deciding that when going through or dealing with the difficult, stressful chapters, you are going to make it as decent as possible for yourself. Whether that means, finding the easiest way to do it or balancing the challenges inside out with equally enjoyable things or experiences on the other side. For example, the weeks and months before taking an exam, if you are trying to get into a highly competitive field, it's a stressful time. But try to have 1 hour or a day or 1 day a week dedicated to relaxing in your mind. So if you are starting a new business, it's very intense. Seek out resources from those who have done it so you can avoid certain basic mistakes, and also don't forget to celebrate when you hit those little milestones. If you are a new parent, remember it takes a village. Accept all the help you are offered from people you trust, but don't decline out of politeness or not wanting to put anyone out. If people from your family or social circle want to cook, clean, or look after the baby for a bit so you can sleep more, accept it all. Parenthood is one of the most intense job, and there is no signing off at the end of the day. So you deserve to be supported by the people you love and trust. So as we wrap up today's discussion on living a lavish and comfortable life, remember that it's all about making a conscious choices that bring joy and ease to your daily routines. I hope you found these tips helpful in your journey towards a more luxurious lifestyle. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to The Life Coach Reema for more inspiring content. Thank you for joining me today, and I can't wait to see you next time for another exciting exploration into a life well lived. Until then, take care, stay fabulous. See you next time. Bye.